Hi, welcome to the hole that is the basement of the hub. I am here with my lovely panel of 5 for episode 3 of Ovary Acting. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
I don't eat breakfast, so I didn't have anything, and that's very bad. Don't do that.
Tell the kids at home.
I had a chocolate muffin with a banana and some orange juice. It's not very healthy, but it's so good.
I woke up at 2 o'clock and went to Nathan's, and I think I had a chicken sandwich. But this whole day's been a blur, and I have no idea what I'm doing anymore.
That got existential real fast.
Yeah. I honestly don't even know if I ate for the day at any time, so that's not healthy at all either.
I had some eggs and French sticks and a chocolate muffin.
Ooh.
Breakfast game strong. Kind of. Number 2. Sorry, I did the thing. Who is your most cautious friend? Who is your most cautious friend?
Okay, so I have a friend back home from Buffalo, and she is the definition of a worrywart. And every time we wanted to hang out on weekends or like sneak into a movie, she would be the one to just be so anxious and would freak out and be the one who's sitting there in her seat like shaking. She's like, "Guys, we have to get out." Her name is Maddie. So yeah, that's my most cautious friend.
Shout out to Maddie.
My most cautious friend is definitely my coworker back home, Hannah. Every time we go out somewhere, we always have to reassure her that it's okay to do something. And she just keeps second-guessing herself all the time. But eventually we convince her to do things. Not bad things, but you know.
I was originally going to say my friend from Buffalo.
Stop it! Are you from Buffalo?
I'm not from Buffalo, she's from Buffalo.
Oh my god, what's her name? Because I
Allison
might know
Hart.
her. Okay, no, I don't know her. Never mind.
I'm sorry. I got really excited about that. But I then reconsidered, and I think it's my friend Izzy. She was an RA last year. She's our, like, little goody two-shoes lady. But I guess none of my friends are really that cautious when it comes down to it.
Is it bad to say that I think I'm my most cautious friend? Like, I feel like I'm the mom of the group, that I make sure, like, everyone is back together, everyone's, like, this is what we're going to do, we have this set plan, so I guess I'm the most, like, cautious one. Like, is this okay? Is this safe? Like, that's usually my job.
I feel like that goes underappreciated, and then one night you won't be there, and they're like, "What? Where are we gonna go?"
Yep.
They're gonna all be like scattered all over the floor.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with her. Out of all my groups of friends, I'm like the most cautious one because I'll be like, if we're like gonna do anything, I'll just be like, should we be doing this right now? Because I don't know if, because I don't want to get because I have to tomorrow. So I'll just like ramble on like that. So like, yeah, like her, I'm the most cautious person in our group of friends.
A couple of Chucky Finsters on the couch. I said it. Where have you seen the highest concentration of good-looking people? What location?
That would definitely be Buffalo, New York.
That's Buffalo pride.
Yes.
The turf soccer field with the men's soccer team.
Oh my
And they know it.
If we're talking about on campus, the dance building, have you seen them? They
Oh,
wear
that's a
sweats,
good one.
their hair's in a bun, but they still look completely flawless. Flawless. But off campus, I guess the city, everyone's a freaking model, and it pisses me off.
I definitely have to agree. Like, Harlem in the city is definitely, like, territory for fashion, cuteness, just everything that you need.
Yeah, very chic.
Yeah, for on campus, I'm gonna have to agree with that too. But for on campus, I'm gonna have to say a Complexuality Club. Give a little shout out right there.
Nice. Head on over. Always support the different clubs here at Lurchis. Sorry, I call it Lurchis because The loop is the Lurch's poop. Sorry, Lurch is just stuck. I would say Europe in the fall. Shout out to myself from studying abroad last year. But oh my god, like well-dressed European boys, like Oxfords, padded like sweaters with those little shoulder pads. My god. Dress like it's fall all the time, boys. Which character in The Wizard of Oz do you most identify with?
I'm gonna say Toto because I'm cute and cuddly.
Nice. Snaps.
I'm going to say Glinda because I was born to be in a bubble.
Oh shit, I forgot about her.
So many regrets.
I have the biggest, like, fangirl thing for Judy Garland. Like, I'm obsessed with her. That was, like, my favorite movie as a kid. So I want to say Dorothy, but Dorothy's a dumbass. Like,
She's supposed to be like a little girl. Like Shirley Temple was.
It's like the
supposed to be.
19 it's like the
but she's like,
1930s.
well, how old
Yeah.
was Judy? Like, 17 to...
She was like young adult.
But she was, like, hopped up on things while she was doing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Wicked Witch of the West because I'm evil. I don't know.
Simply because I'm evil.
I think that because of my hair, I used to have like blonder hair. I guess I'm like the lion, like physically. And then, I don't know. I guess I can be like Dorothy.
Do you need courage? Do you really want to go home?
I do want to go home. I miss being home right now.
There you go. Super Dorothy.
I feel like I'm more like Toto because like if like I were to ever go on like on a journey like that with like a group of friends, I'd just be like, okay, so I'm just gonna lay in this basket and let you carry me, and then like when like we get somewhere, I'll like get off of the blanket and be like, all right, where are we? What are we doing? What's up? What are we? Asking so many questions. Like I do feel like Toto asks a lot of questions. I just can't hear him.
That's a good answer. Toto's got it made. This is a nice one. What would you consider your greatest accomplishment?
Oh shit. Can I swear on this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to PTV. We're channel 69. Like the sex position.
My favorite or my greatest accomplishment? I would say my greatest accomplishment is I'm Little Miss Buffalo 2004.
We're in the presence of royalty?
Yes, I am
Whoa.
a pageant child.
We're
Like,
here
bow
first,
down.
folks. Bow down.
My mother actually, swear to God, she put hair pieces on me. She did my makeup.
No.
I did not have to wear a flipper.
Nice.
So
That is a,
those
thing
were. I
for
don't think
your
those
teeth.
were invented yet, but I
Yeah.
had fake nails, and she took a lot of pictures of me. And I just remember coming off stage like, "Can we go home now? Like, I don't want to do this anymore." So yeah, forced into pageantry by my mother. That's my greatest accomplishment.
Okay. Well, I guess my greatest accomplishment was when I played Wendy in Peter Pan in my senior year of high school.
Wow,
And
that's
I
great.
have a fear of heights. Like, I don't do roller coasters, but Wendy had to fly with Peter Pan to Neverland. And Wendy goes the highest in the show. So me conquering my fear of being on flies was definitely my greatest accomplishment.
Oh, that must have been so cool.
It was.
That's great.
No, but it's like, I'm totally blanking on an answer. I'm gonna say being a big sister, even though I didn't really do anything because I didn't help make that baby. I was an only child for 18 years of my life, and then my dad got remarried, and so I had stepsisters, and like they're great, but they're not my.
Yeah.
So then my dad, freshman year, he and my stepmom had a baby, and he's a year and a half now, and he lives in Texas, and he's the light of my life.
Yay, what's his name?
Aiden Dennis. So it's Ashley and Aiden.
That's so sweet. Yay.
I think my biggest accomplishment in life is that I'm the PSGA president. So,
Yeah. Did you get shit done?
We're
guys?
actually in the presence of royalty.
because I work extremely hard at Purchase and try to make the involvement across campus like diverse and fun. So it's a really hard position, and I'm happy that I have it, and I feel like that's the biggest accomplishment, and hopefully like it continues throughout the whole year.
Yeah, you're killing it. I could kiss you. Seriously, she did such a fabulous job. I voted.
I think my biggest accomplishment is definitely like after coming here for like the first semester, coming out to all my friends and family, and then having people call me by my actual name. And yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel good?
Yes.
That's what it's all about. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, no problem.
All right, so we are going to go to pinpointed questions so we can fit everything in a nicer timeline, and we'll just start from here out.
Oh God.
Faith.
Yes.
Faith, who taught you about sex?
Okay.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
We gotta get ratings. The 18 to 25 demographic.
I had the horrible experience
Really?
of
I just watched the video.
getting
It's
the
not that
sex
exciting.
talk from my father because I'm daddy's little girl, and that was, oh God, like it literally gives me shivers to think
Oh my
about that
God.
talk.
Really? Oh God.
Can you imagine? Like, just picture this:
Yeah.
your father, who is kind of weird and old and wrinkly, is like talking to you about something that's super not something you want to talk to him about. And yeah, it's just bad. Ugh.
Do you know everything you need to know?
I think I learned from experience.
Hear that, Dad?
Guys,
Hey, Dad, your little girl's doing well in college. Oh God.
Pass that on down.
Oh my God.
What's next? Channel 69. Show with the vagina pun. Alyssa, you got the brunt of that, babe.
Good.
Great. What's the longest friendship you've ever had?
Kidding me?
So nice and wholesome.
The longest friendship I've ever had started when I was 18 months old, actually.
Long time.
One of my best friends, Savannah, who lives in Rochester. Woo! Rochester, Western New York over here.
Buffalo's still
She grew up across the street from me, and we've been best friends ever since.
That's so
Aw.
cute. Ash, do you like your name?
Which name? Like the nickname I go by, or my full name?
Well, your Facebook name says Ash, and that is fresh on the brain from chatting with you over Facebook. So I was like, yeah, Ash. But like, yeah, go for the gold. That's the whole
Okay.
thing.
Well,
What are
my
your
full
feelings
name
on it?
is
Yeah.
Ashley Ellen, and I hate that so much. It's like a mouthful. It's too long, so I prefer Ash 110%. I used to hate it because of Pokemon and all those jokes.
Oh,
And I know
that you-
I mean, I love Pokemon, like, don't get me wrong, but after I've been on Tinder for, like, however long Tinder's been around, and
Yeah.
every question is, like, oh, would you catch them all? What's your favorite Pokemon? And I have to respond with, like, rides away on my Gyarados, bye, see you later. It gets very
Oh
rough.
man, that's funny.
I've heard every Pokemon pickup line in the entire world. They're stupid. But
They exist.
You can Google them.
yeah.
Cheesy pickup line.
My name almost was Kay Ellen, like my first
Ooh.
name, which I'm not from like Texas. Like, I don't know what the
Exactly,
point of
that's
that
what-
would be. What is your most obvious characteristic, Letitia?
My hair. I guess you
Okay.
can notice me from my hair, because I haven't straightened my hair probably in a lot of months. Since like March, I haven't had like straight hair. So I guess you notice me because of my hair.
Nice. I love it. You have, she's great hair. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Consensus on lovely hair.
That's right.
All right, lay it on me, Kay.
Ruby, describe the last time you encountered a spider in full detail.
Last time I encountered a spider. Definitely hasn't been on campus so far because I don't live in those freshman dorms anymore. Oh, I got it. It was August, and I was in my room doing some editing, and I had all the lights on, and I saw a spider on my ceiling, and I was just like, because like it comes to that age where you just don't care if there are bugs in your ceiling, so it's just like, hey.
Look at that. Shaking her head.
I was just like, hey there. I was just like, hey there, Philip. I gave it a name. I was like, how you doing? And then like I went back to my work, and then when I looked back up, it was gone.
See, that's how you handle a spider. That's great. We're freaking out over here. Like, even hearing about it. come back over to Faith. Faith, what's something nobody ever said to you but should have?
You are not a boy. Take the basketball shorts and tank tops off and put on a dress.
Definitive. Alyssa, do you have a piece of clothing you keep just for sentimental value?
I actually wear a lot of my mom's clothes from high school.
Oh.
Just because of that. Like, I wear a shirt that says Debbie on the back. Because it was my mom's senior t-shirt.
That's really cute. Do
From
you wear it out?
88. Yeah, I wear it all the time.
See, that's awesome.
Debbie.
By accident?
People ask me my name's Debbie. It's not. It's sentimental, you know.
Ooh, I like this one.
Oh god.
Where do you like to people watch?
I like to hide in my apartment and never leave. Because people watch, I guess, whenever I'm smoking cigarettes outside of the social science building, I just stand there and like watch people rush back and forth to class, or outside the library during finals week when everyone's freaking out. Even
That's a good one.
I saw some guy. Okay, can I tell a story real quick? Or no?
Please do.
Okay,
Whoa.
I saw some guy
That's efficient.
eating a can of soup, but like not a bowl of soup, like a can of soup in the library a couple days ago. It wasn't warmed up. He wasn't using a spoon. He was just drinking it like this.
Oh!
And it's not even finals week yet. It's the first month of school. You need to calm down. I don't think you have a microwave in the library. That was definitely cold.
You can't even microwave a can.
Yeah.
Exactly, it'd be too hot.
Man, that's messed up. Get help.
Really.
Not to mention it's condensed.
Yeah, you didn't put any water. Oh.
God. What was your worst experience playing a sport?
I no longer have ligaments in my ankles.
Really?
Because-
Is that an issue?
Not really.
I mean, your ankles are aqualine.
Oh, thanks.
Like, is that due to lack of
And it
ligaments?
happened here at Purchase. My freshman year, I'm an EOP math student, so we came early, and we played volleyball on the quad, and I fell, and then I couldn't deal. So that's my story here. That's my incoming freshman story. And my ligaments were completely sprained from years before. So now they're cool.
Are you double jointed now?
Kind of my ankle cracks all the time, every second, and kind of when I get roll ankles, it just rolls, and that's it.
Wow.
And just walk it off.
Yeah, so I guess the worst part of that is hi, I'm a freshman. I love Purchase. Oh no, my ankle.
Yeah. Basically.
Ruby, tell me if this applies to you, because I'll ask you a different one. What was it like the first time you were in a foreign country?
I guess it applies to me. First time and only time. Wait,
Right.
country. Okay, twice. First time was in a foreign country. I wouldn't really call it foreign. Canada doesn't count as foreign, I don't know.
It does.
Hey, if your
It's
story
in the
applies to
US.
Canada.
But,
Go
I
for
guess
it.
first time, my family was visiting my grandpa in Vermont, and he used to have, got rid of it. I'm like, no, don't get rid of it. Anyway, he had a lake house in Canada.
Oh,
So we
Evan.
went there for 3 days to visit him, and then for the rest of the week we went to Niagara Falls because we were right there. So we're like, yeah, why not?
Represent.
And then we went there, and that was pretty cool. Second time, was celebrating my grandparents on my dad's side's 50th anniversary, I think it was, and he took us on a cruise. I mean, they took us on a cruise, and we went to Mexico for 2 days. And since it was on a cruise, you don't see the actual Mexico, you see the tourist attraction Mexico. So it was all happy, but I could see behind the fence the actual Mexico. And it was kind of surreal because one side it's all tourists and the other side it's actually Mexico.
yeah, that is a weird space to occupy. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Faith, under what circumstances did you last say YOLO?
I believe the last time I said YOLO was my senior year of high school. And I don't know if I can say this.
Is it raunchy?
It's a little dirty. This is girl talk. It's cool. We're fun. It's on
being
PTV.
televised.
I'm about to tell this to everyone. Okay. Last time I said YOLO was New Year's Eve. And I got into a really big fight with some girlfriends of mine. And they were mad at me because I was trying to like hook up with this guy. And
Atta girl.
and they didn't like him at all. He like was totally terrible to them. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. YOLO. And that's how I spend my New Year's Eve. So, good New Year's resolutions are don't hook up with this shitty guy who your friends don't like. It's not a good
That
idea.
is a good barometer.
Yeah.
For like
no more
things to do.
fuckboys.
No more.
No more fuckboys.
Ask them all. We'll cut out when we're done.
Okay. Who else wants to explain the last time they said YOLO? I'm surprised you haven't said it since. You like had a strict time you said
I
it.
refuse. I refuse
Oh,
to
okay,
say
yeah.
YOLO.
Sometimes people are like super diametrically opposed to using YOLO.
It also kind of like went out of style, you know.
Yes.
I don't
Today
think
is the
I've
new
heard-
YOLO,
Yeah,
right?
It disappeared.
yeah.
Yes.
But
I don't
yeah.
know where to go. Can't find YOLO.
Yeah, I'll say it.
It just was overused, and I'm not about that mainstream shit. This is Purchase College. We're a hipster school.
Oh my god.
I'm not a hipster.
But you just said the word hip. Okay.
No, see, I'm making fun of my.
Faith's opinions, by the way, represent all of Purchase College. So please listen to her.
I'm
You're all
just
one
actually
unit.
a bitch. So, okay.
Being in total control of herself.
I like that.
Yeah, I got that from RuPaul's Drag Race, which is a show everyone should watch. Ruby, we're gonna say something about YOLOing.
All right, so the last time, it was actually pretty recent. I just remembered. Six Flags. I was there with my mom and sister because it was the last week before I came back here. You know that new ride that just opened where it goes all the way up, like it's really really high, and then it just goes all the way down super fast.
King Dakar?
It's like it's on King Dakar. It's built on King Dakar, but it's like attached to it, which is actually.
Oh,
There you
really?
go.
Oh, yeah.
So like since it was a long line, I got bored and I studied the amount of time that it would take for it to be up and then drop down. So when we finally get on after an hour and a half wait, we're on the thing, so we get all the way up on the top, and once we get to the top and it like stops for like the when's it gonna drop? I turn to my sister. I'm like, okay, Julia, if I don't make it out of this, go to my sock drawer, get the money, and give it to Big Dave. Then we just drop, and I'm just like, YOLO! And then later, once we get off, she's just like, what the hell were you talking about? I'm like, I don't know, I just came up with it right then. And that's the last time I said YOLO.
Oh, man, that's a good one. It's a great one to yell and a downward plunge. It's like the
Yeah.
new Geronimo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll tell you, I would... So one of my friends was like, hey, you want some lemonade? And I was like, YOLO. And she was like, do you want it? Or...
Is that a yes or no?
Yeah, I'm definitely like that person who tries to be the cool mom and use like
Oh.
like terms like YOLO, and I just use it like, yeah, I'm gonna stay up late tonight, YOLO. It's not even cool,
That's
but
probably
I do
exactly
it.
what my mother would say, too.
Exactly.
Same.
What is your most common piece of advice?
Me?
Everybody in the pool.
What is mine? Can I use YOLO?
Great segue.
No, okay.
Use YOLO.
I think my most common piece of advice would be. Okay. Isn't it? It's those who don't matter.
Those who don't care.
Those who don't care don't matter.
And those who.
No, those who care don't matter. Those who don't matter care. Didn't I just say the same thing? Fuck this. Bye.
Like,
Okay. I would say that you are your own worst critic, so you just stop kicking yourself in the ass and just love yourself, because you can't, like, I mean, I'm gonna quote Ryan, but you can't love anybody else until you can learn to love yourself. So just,
Bible.
learn to love yourself, guys.
or Uno?
Fuck it. Just fuck it. If you're happy, if no one's getting hurt, keep doing it. Keep having fun. Be your own person. No new friends.
No new friends, 24/7.
But she can't
Have I
use YOLO.
talked to you about my love for Drake yet? It's endless.
Yes.
I think my advice that I give everyone is to do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, like, that's what's gonna make you happy. Like, what other people tell you to do or what you think you want to do, it's like, if you're not sure of it, then you shouldn't be doing it. So just do what you want to do at that time. You could regret it later, but you shouldn't even regret. Just learn from it, and I think that's like the biggest thing about life.
I'm glad you added that referendum, because it's like, happy is not always like the most constructive. Like, but who cares? Better do everything to be like super proactive and constructive. That'd be a lot of pressure. She does. You guys.
do?
She do.
If I can quote an anime, shout out to anime fans.
Nice.
If I can just quote a variation of, listen, senpai, I don't care if you see me as a boy or a girl. In my opinion, it's what it's inside someone than what sex they are on the outside.
Nice. Which anime is that from?
Or in High School Host Club, best anime ever.
My roommate watches all of the anime. I'll ask if she's seen that one.
Oh, it's really popular.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Especially with like
Yeah, I don't watch any anime.
our
Only
generation
schooling.
is very popular.
Do you have any superstitions, and do you follow them? Anybody? Passing that one down. Cool.
I believe in parallel dimensions. The concept that like, there could be like for example, there could be a parallel universe where right now, all of us talking are guys, and stuff like that, or like a parallel, like, my favorite stuff of media for TV shows, movies, or video games is like a variation, like, what if Germany won World War II, or what if, stuff like that. Like, there's like I read Marvel comics, and I think my favorite is the what if, like, I don't know if anyone's gonna get it, but like, what if Norman Osborn won the siege?
No,
What
I
if-
get that. Yes.
Well, I know Ash gets it, but like,
Please.
what if Uncle Ben never died, and stuff like that. So I just always love that stuff.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Keep it going.
Parallel or alternate dimensions, that's not a superstition, that's a scientific theory. That's not a superstition, sorry.
What?
I was there's like theories and like ideas, and people think that might be possible, and they're trying to figure that out, so it's a superstition, it's kind of different.
I
I'm
need
sorry,
to travel.
I'm being a jerk.
Oh, don't be. It's cool.
I need to travel.
Something that's not sort of superstition, but like something that like isn't technically true is like I read my horoscope. Like today I read yesterday's horoscope, and like yesterday I read like the day before's, and like I know it's not anything true or plausible, but like it gives me a little bit of comfort, and like I don't know, stuff like that, and like I'm
Yeah.
terrified of ghosts, and I'm convinced the old is haunted.
Me too.
I am like
It's
110%
pretty
convinced
much
the old is
true.
haunted. My
Yeah.
friend like saged their apartment because their doors were Steven's apartment. The doors were turning and
Really?
opening on their own, slamming. Things were moving out of place. They
Yeah.
saged it. It was fine.
Whoa. Yeah. That's not
Okay, so I got a comment on how the old is definitely haunted because my friend Carrie, she has friends who lived in the old last year, and apparently they had a ghost tenant who was a girl, and apparently she was not a pretty ghost. She was ugly as fuck, according to this
Saw?
girl. No, her friends saw it, and apparently, this ghost is a prankster. So apparently,
let alone an uggo.
It's the worst.
one night her friend was like asleep in her bed. She woke up, looked up, and this ghost is just staring at her like evil, like I'm gonna kill you.
Can't handle that.
And she was like, I can't even. So apparently her friend just went back to bed. But this ghost,
Went back to
wait,
bed.
what?
Why would you go back to
Because
bed?
they're used to,
Go
let's just
back
say,
to bed.
Susan. They're used
No,
to
that's
Susan doing this
true.
shit
I
all
know
the time,
a girl was
apparently.
like telling me like I worked with someone
Yeah,
that the
I have
cabin
some.
was haunted, and she kind of like convinced herself like
Mhm.
I hear my name being called, but like what am I gonna do? I just have to block it out. And I'm like, if I was in your situation,
Get some
I would
holy
be
water,
there,
get
like,
some
out of
salt,
there.
And, like,
get some
I would
yeah,
burn
fix
it
that
down.
shit.
And every once in a while, they would hear hear like a girl's laughter or like
Nope.
feet against the ground. Like she would like fuck with people. And then like apparently another time they would have like a bottle of water on the table and out of nowhere just go sliding right off and hit the wall. And I was like, I'm not going nowhere near that apartment.
What apartment number is that?
I don't remember, but I will let you know.
Okay, because I live in the old. Me too.
Yeah, me too. We'll put it on the PTV website so everyone can avoid it.
But as to, get back into the superstition talk, I'm superstitious just out of, like, respect. I don't know. It's, like, a ritual thing for me because I'm so OCD. But, like, I do everything. I, like, put my feet up when we're going over railroad tracks. I, like, hold my breath while we're driving past a cemetery. And, like, I refuse, because I'm such a theater dork, I refuse to say Macbeth in a theater.
Oh my god, I was just gonna say that.
Just out of respect for the actors who, like, did Macbeth, because there is a story as to why they don't say it. It's because all of the original actors died in mysterious ways all of a sudden, like, at the same time.
Right.
So, yeah.
So just to add on to that Macbeth, I was in Anything Goes my senior year of high school, and my ex-boyfriend was Billy, and I was Irma, and we were standing backstage, and I was, like, wishing him good luck or whatever, and someone behind, and I had just found out, I had never heard of it before until senior year, and so he's standing there, and he's always been really nervous before he goes on. He has to, like, get himself prepped, and so he's standing there just, like, getting in the zone, and someone was like, okay, just don't say the M word, guys. And I was like, wait, what's the M word? And they had to just, like, hint at what it was by not saying it. So they were like, it has to do with, like, bubble, toil and trouble. I was like, oh, Macbeth! And he's standing right there. And
we're all like, oh, you blew it.
And that show, so maybe I am kind of superstitious. That show, the set collapsed. It was
during the show.
I swear to fucking God. And the worst part was that it was near him. So I felt like it was, like, just trying to piss me off because he almost got crushed under this giant boat that just collapsed on our opening night too. Like, no, to any actors, really, please don't say Macbeth because it sucks and you might almost kill your ex-boyfriend.
Well, some people might like that.
Almost every theater I've worked in has been haunted, and there was this one in high school that had a ghost, and I believe his name was Sid, and there was this rumor that because we had, like, this, like, underpass. It was Stepanak. It's in White Plains, Stepanak High School, and there's this rumor that, like, back in the 80s, some kid was bullied a lot, and so he, like, killed himself in the theater, like, in the catwalk. And I, like, never believed this, and I was like, oh, but you still, like, ran really fast when you were going underneath the stage, because that's where he, had his thing, and, like, that's where everything happens, and he just ran really, really fast, and, like, and then weird stuff, like, sets falling down started happening. It wasn't shoddy construction, and, people would see things, or, like, feel, or stuff would get moved, and then one time one of our priests, because it was a Catholic school, one of the priests was exercising, the theater, and two of the fake swords flew into the curtain and stayed there.
Stop it.
And we also had, during my freshman year, we had a piece of scenery that someone was on that was, like, going down, completely fall off, and the kid almost got really, really hurt.
Whoa.
So respect your ghosts.
I don't think ghosts are cheater.
Respect your ghosts. Keep your little ghost light on.
Yeah, that goes that way.
Describe your most negative sexperience.
I don't know what street I live on.
So,
You'll see when you get
my ex-boyfriend was a 6'4", 230-pound rower, and I had a bed on. I had a bed on stilts, and it was a twin bed too, so it didn't really work out well. So my parents weren't home. We were trying to,
That's good.
lit some candles, sprayed some perfume, and then it like happened, and my bed fell off the stilts and completely fell apart.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
And I was laying on the bed, and it just broke underneath me, and he like fell off to the side, and the mattress slid off, and the under like there were boards to like keep the mattress because I didn't have a box spring for some reason. So there were just, like, boards holding the mattress up, and they, like, all fell out. So, like, the mattress was all off kilter. And my parents were coming home, and my bed was, like, really heavy. And I had to somehow fix my bed before my parents came home and were like, man, what were you doing? And they wouldn't even have to ask. They'd just be like, you're grounded.
Aww.
Never, no, can't even look at you.
I've never had a negative sex experience because I'm a good girl, and I'm gonna wait till a good guy comes along.
Yeah,
I just have a creative imagination, you know.
Yeah.
Just that shower.
I can't wait till I find my man to do
take
that
you in the
with.
shower. Good girls gotta roll with the gangsters.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
Go to the shower.
I'm still thinking on this.
Yeah. Oh,
Alright.
every answer is optional. This is obviously very intimate. Thank you for sharing.
I
Faith,
think
particularly.
the worst like sex experience I've had is have to fake an orgasm. Like
Aww.
that's so bad.
Classic lady
Sweet.
problem.
Yeah, like okay,
Sure.
yeah, this was good. All right, no, now I got, Mom, you calling? Like time to go because
I gotta go. I
I
gotta work
just
in the morning.
can't. That's probably my worst experience.
That's a good one.
I am a virgin in every single sense of the word. So,
Bless
Ash,
you.
you have an answer?
Yeah, sure. This past summer, my best friend, Jimmy, who goes to New Paltz, had a house party, and everyone went home but me and this kid I went to high school with that I never really talked to, and Jimmy, because that was his home, and we put Jimmy to bed because he was blackout drunk, and then we had sex on his couch when his parents weren't home, and it was horrible. I just, went on forever, and was not...
Wasn't doing nothing for
It wasn't,
you.
no,
Yeah.
it's just you
Just
can't
wasn't
just
happening.
in and out.
Yeah, you gotta do something else with
Exactly.
it.
It's
I know, right?
Gotta
Oh my
change it.
God.
I guess all my bad sex experience have been either faking orgasms or just stopped too soon or
Right.
went on for too long, and I'm just I don't want to dead fish you, but what else am I supposed to do at this point? I pulled away and I was like, I'm tired, and I walked upstairs and went to bed.
That's awesome.
Props to you though for doing that, because I would be the one to just be like, "Oh my God, are you
Nope.
done yet?"
I
Like,
was,
Jesus,
Y'all,
No.
the female orgasm is a myth.
does not exist.
It's not.
So sorry. On that super positive note, I wish you all luck on your sexual journeys.
Thank you.
You are entitled to them, and if anyone should strip those away from you, they're a bad person. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody, on our third episode of Overreacting. Pop a fallopian tube with us next week here in the hole that is the basement of the hub. Have a great week.